Alright. Give me just 1 second, y'all. I gotta do a thing really quickly. Just gotta do one small thing really quickly. Oh! Thank you for the follows, Zara Fox 00. Warning sent. Alright. No. Let's see. 3, and I should be all good. Let's double check. Yep. Alright, cool. Alright, it's nighttime, so let's sleep really quickly. And then I'm going to start on getting this village torn down. Let's empty my inventory. Let's make a few more double chests. There we go. Hopefully that'll be enough to last me. Alright. I had to fix my villager breeder because I didn't do it right the first time, but I have it down now, so we should be good. Now, do I actually think I'm gonna need this many? No. Is it good to be prepared? Yes. Alright. 16 should be a good starting point. Or, well, 8. Should be a good starting point. Alright. Let's start here. I'm also gonna have to terraform this entire place to level it. Okay. But that part can come at a later date. Alright. Boom. Boom. And boom. This is gonna take forever. But that is A-okay. The end result, I feel, will be worth it. Ow! Yep, that's the first axe down. Ow! Alright, I don't think I should need to go up there anymore anyways, so let's just focus on getting this building taken down. So I'm in a debate on how I should actually, like, redo this whole place. Because it's either I'm gonna essentially build a trading hall right here, or it's gonna have all the different villagers that I'm gonna need, which means it's gonna need to be huge. Or I can create a bunch of different buildings that are essentially mini trading halls for all the different villagers I need. I'm actually kind of leaning more towards that one personally. And of course I'm going to be building an iron farm somewhere. The real question is where. Let's see. I have a bunch of pickaxes over in my wagon, so I might go grab those just that way I don't drain out what little bit of, so I don't drain out currently my only piece of diamond gear. Because I really don't want to do that. I will wait until I have villagers to actually get like full in-depth into creating my stuff. Mostly because if I do it right, I won't have to actually make any of my diamond stuff. I can just trade with villagers to get it and then get the necessary enchantments. They're right here. There we go. Alright, let's head back down to the village. Now, is me doing this going to make it to where the villagers, are significantly more at risk to getting murdered? Yes. Is this a result I'm okay with? Yes. In fact, just to make sure that the villagers I actually care about, live, there. And that's all I need. I'll create proper entrance down there and everything later. But that's gonna come once I finish tearing this village down. Well, I could keep going till I run out of inventory space. There we go. Of course, if I do it the way I'm thinking, it's gonna wind up being more of a dormitory style, which actually doesn't sound like a half bad idea. Thoughts. I apologize, there's not a whole lot of talking in this. Watching me just break things, it can't be the most entertaining thing in the world. Oh, and I'm gonna have to light this entire area up as well to make sure that monsters don't spawn. Granted, that is in after I get all the different areas built for the villagers built. Problem. Listen, I'm not actively hoping for the villagers to get murdered while I'm flattening things out, but also it would make my job easier if all other villagers, aside from the ones I want alive, get murdered. Just saying. I'm not gonna actively murder them. That'd be a lot of work. But also, I'm not going to do anything to prevent their deaths. Like, look at how many villagers and iron golems there are. It'd take me way too long to try to clear that out myself. Boom. Of course, if I am going to be building an entire village, I want to figure out what my build palette is going to be, and I would want it to match, like, those. My ship and my wagon in some way. Or maybe look a little bit different, so that way my ship and my wagon look more like they're items that came from outside of this area. I might stick with like an oak and a birch palette just to blend in with like the natural trees and such there are around. Maybe? I don't know. I want to work with what I've been given here. Alright. These pathways aren't staying though. No. Like, where does this even go? What is the point of this? This technically isn't a part of flattening it out, but I feel that it's necessary. I don't have any buckets on me. It's fine. Besides, I'm about to dig up this entire patch of land anyways. There we go. Like, this path doesn't even connect up over here, and that's what I would expect it to do. Ugh, whatever. It's fine. No use dwelling on it. Just clean it up and move on. I haven't actually decided on whether or not I'm gonna be using any of the stuff that I got from this village to fix it up. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that at all. That actually very much so bothers me. 'Cause why? I'm gonna grab this dirt though, because if I'm gonna be terraforming, I'm more than likely gonna need dirt. I'm out of inventory space. One moment. That's what all these chests are for. I'm gonna keep the doors on me just in case. Just in case. Oh. There we go. Now to continue breaking this. This entire bit is actually probably gonna get flattened purely on the basis that I'm gonna break this, which means there's not gonna be any point in which this is connected, so there's no point in keeping it. Yep, that makes sense. What? Another floating island! Really? Ooh, that's gonna bother me. Ooh, that's gonna bother me. But it's getting to nighttime, so I'm gonna head back to the house that I've taken over to be my temporary base while I'm working on this. This is gonna take forever. I mean, I already knew that, so I have no one to blame but myself, but still, this is gonna take forever. There we go. Alright, let's tear down another floating island. Alright, let's collect all this dirt. Alright, no more dirt. So let me place this door down and break all this. Boom and boom. There we go. Alright. This isn't another weird. It is! Oh my god. You know what? It's connected to that part, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'll just flatten this part out. Alright, I think my buckets are in the chest inside the the little area I have over here, so let me go grab it. Yep, right here. Cool beans. Boom, boom. Ow. Oh wait, this entire area is gonna get flattened out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. Still, it'll be good to keep the buckets on me just in case. There's a very high probability that I'm gonna have to make another iron shovel. Which is gonna be fun. So fun. Yep. See, the reason I'm not bothered by this, even though I was bothered by the other two, because while this is floating, it's also connected. So it makes sense. The other two were just floating, and that was annoying. It's almost nighttime, so I'm just gonna hold off on continuing. It's not close enough to nighttime. There we go. Alright, bedtime. Alright, proceed forth. Alright, next house is going to be you. So, well, if I ever decide I want to use terracotta for something, I have some. Though, I've never really used terracotta before. I don't have anything against it, just never really had any reason to use terracotta before. That's probably gonna change soon enough, though. If not here, then in Dungeons and Crafting. That house right there is next. Right over there. Well, good thing that this is the next layer. There we go. One moment, I have to go make a new axe. One, two. Boom. One, two. There we go. That should do. Alright, there we go. My inventory's getting fairly full, so I'm gonna empty it before I start on the next house. I'm also going to create an iron farm over here. And that's going to involve me essentially getting all the villagers I want into the buildings that I'm going to build. And then, spawn proofing everywhere the villagers aren't, as well as the actual buildings where the villagers will be inside. Then I have to create an area for where the iron golems can actually spawn, which will be fun. This is a house that I did not touch at all. Dang. And I know that because the bed's still in here, and I made a point of trying to collect every single bed in the village so the villagers couldn't sleep and be safe. Listen, I'm trying very hard to get these villagers murdered without actually doing the murdering myself, alright? I wanna be the very best. To catch them is my real test. To train them is because Pokemon gonna catch on with you and me. I know it's my destiny. You teach me and I teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Listen, I'm just trying to fill a silence while I do things that are honestly kind of dull and that I probably could have done off stream, but I didn't. Because I wanted to stream my solo survival world. Unfortunately, this is my primary task at the moment, so yeah, this is gonna be taking up all my focus. Ow. I don't know if I'm gonna be using any of this stuff when I essentially just rebuild the village how I want it. But, uh, I don't like the idea of just leaving what could be possible materials to just rot when I can get use out of them. So I'm gonna get use out of them. That is absolutely not what I'm meant to be mining with here. Come on. I can do better. Hi. This is gonna be a doozy to tear down. So I still have so many buildings to tear down. Holy. Okay. Yeah. Big stretch. Very big stretch. Howdy, y'all. What you doing? Hi. You get stuck? Well, that makes my life a bit easier. Not even gonna lie. That makes my life just a bit easier. Oh god. Ow. I need to go make another axe before I continue. One moment. Walked in on something private, but it's a-okay. 1, 2, 3. X crafted. If I don't get this done, before, like, the end of my usual 2 hours, I'll just continue tomorrow. Like, tomorrow is also another, Minecraft stream. I'll just continue this tomorrow if I don't get this done. And today. Boom! Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Da-da. Do-do, 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 do-do. You know what I think would be really interesting? If villagers could only walk on certain blocks, like path blocks. I feel like that'd be really interesting. Probably extraordinarily annoying. Well, it might be like both annoying and kind of useful because it give another way that villagers could be wrangled. But also it'd probably be close to like path blocks and like whatever blocks they use as floors inside of the villager buildings. Like path blocks, plank blocks, and cobblestone. I feel like that would be a really good way, and of course like farmland blocks. But I feel like that'd be a really good way of making sure villagers stayed to the area you wanted them to stay in, so to speak. But also it'd be incredibly annoying because it'd be a lot more limiting for villagers. So you could be trying to get them to go one place, but then you forget about the fact that they only walk on certain blocks, so they just will refuse to go in the place you want them to. Granted, that's usually how they work anyways. Because villagers are annoying. And the worst. And if they weren't so useful, I wouldn't be bothering with them. go. That is absolutely the wrong item. Gosh dang it. Why am I the way that I am? Alright, let me go grab some dirt from the chest. Especially because my inventory is almost full, so. Another bell to add to my collection. Ooh, I should fix it. Well, I don't have any shoes on me, so the dirt's gonna have to do. adjust, adjust, adjust. There we go. Oh, better. Let's see. Oh, right. This over here needs to be cleaned up. There we go. Problem solved. I don't think there's any more of those. I think all I have to take down now are the buildings and the lampposts and also the trees. I'm gonna focus on the trees first. Because they'll probably be the quickest to take down. I'm also going to take down the lampposts. Dang it. There is iron over here, so I'm just going to go. Grab the 3 iron. Make a crafting table. Make sticks. And make another axe. There. Where does this path even lead? Because it does not look like it leads anywhere. And that's because it doesn't. Yay. No, it could be argued that this is just but this just leads out to the edge of the village, but it goes so far past any of the village buildings that I don't think that's what it is. The problem is I don't know what else it could be, and that annoys me because it doesn't make any sense. This is in fact not another floating island, which thank the stars, because otherwise I would have been upsetty spaghetti. Alright, I've cleared out all the trees. I've taken care of all the wooden path bits. Now I just have the actual buildings to take care of. And I'm gonna be fully honest, I don't want to take care of them. Not right now. It is incredibly dull. And I've already taken care of a few. And I mean that when I say a few. Because I haven't taken care of that many. And yet, I've gone through multiple axes. At least one shovel. And I'm almost through on this pickaxe. So, bit of a shorter stream today, you know. I was aiming for 2 hours. I'm only getting one in, but that's fine. Tomorrow we'll be picking up where I left off. Though I may be more farther along in here. I might log on here because I might have D&D tonight, so if I log on here during that, I can get more of this done. But either way, we're going to be continuing this tomorrow, and if I do more tonight, then I'll get it done tomorrow, and if I don't do two more tonight, then I'll be getting it done on Saturday. But otherwise, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!